Hey guys, Matt Krieger from Monkey Business Franchising. We're getting ready to put out an article today about being mentally prepared to own your own business. And I think there's a lot of great business books out there, a lot of great business books that really hone in on certain disciplines. For instance, there's some great marketing books out there, great sales books out there. And some of those books, specifically those two disciplines, really do get into a little bit of the mentality that's required to be a successful marketer, to be a successful at sales. But I don't think a lot of books really kind of mentally prepare you for owning your own business. And quite frankly, I don't know if you can ever be mentally prepared for owning your own business, just because it's something you almost have to live through and see kind of what are your natural emotions to going through that. And when I say mentally prepared, I am talking more being emotionally prepared to do that. I remember, I closed on Monkey Business, and I remember driving home. We were at the bank, and I'd given over a large sum of cash at that point, and I remember driving home and being so excited. It was 4:00 in the afternoon. It was kind of a dreary day. It was some snow flurries, and I remember sitting there thinking, like, this is awesome. Like I'm doing what I've always wanted to do. And went to bed that night knowing the next day was getting up and meeting with some of the employees, meeting with the person I just purchased the business with to talk through some of the more kind of nitty gritty of actually running the business. And I remember going to sleep that night excited and getting up and driving into some of these meetings and a different feeling coming over me of like, whoa, like do I really know what I'm doing here? And to be honest with you, for the first few months, I probably didn't. There's so much learning whether you think you're 100% prepared or not. And I think no matter what, you're going to go through times in your business where you're going to take a risk, right? You're going to take a risk, and you're going to sink a lot of money into a certain investment that you think is going to pay off some way in your business. And it takes a lot of guts to go through and do that. And there's going to be some feelings of self-doubt. There's going to be some feelings of being nervous. I talk about the story of one of the businesses that I worked at prior to owning Monkey Business. And it was a software company. And I always look back at this now, especially kind of having gone through what I went through with Monkey Business. I probably didn't understand at the time what the business owner was going through. And he, to his credit, he took a huge leap of faith with his business. He thought it was at the right time where it was ready to grow, made a major investment. And that investment was in developing a sales and marketing team, bringing myself in to head up the finance team, developing or adding more developers as a software company. So they develop software. So really increasing the size of that team, putting a lot more budget towards some of these sales and marketing activities. So he made a huge jump. And I remember I would sit in calls with him, with customers, with potential customers, with investors, potential investors. And I was always so impressed with how he was able to come through with this passion for his business and for this extreme confidence of this is what we will do. And I think a lot of us, that's what we see with business owners. We see a lot of that passion. We see a lot of that confidence come through. But I was lucky enough on the other side to sit down and have some conversations with him or be in executive level meetings with him where there wasn't necessarily that level of confidence. Not to say he overall wasn't sure about what he was doing, but you could see some of the self-doubt kind of creeping in, and you could see there was a flip side of this where he was nervous about this. And it's a natural feeling. And so I think that that's something that everybody goes through, probably to different levels of extent. I think everybody has their own level of risk tolerance that they're willing to kind of deal with, and owning a business is going to test that tolerance level that you think you may have. And so again, the article kind of walks through a lot of that. If you're having that feelings, if you just started off your business and you're reading this, or if you're thinking about getting into a business, it's something to just kind of be prepared for. It's something that you're not going through alone. It's something I think every entrepreneur and every business owner is going through. So as always, you can reach out to me with questions. I'm happy to talk about some of my experiences, some of what I went through. Happy to help in whatever way I can. So if you have any questions, definitely feel free to reach out to me. Otherwise, thanks for watching.